Waking up with high blood sugar, fatigue that won't lift, a cloud of stress the moment you open your eyes. You're not alone. But here's something no one tells you. What you do in the first 90 minutes after waking could predict your insulin response for the entire day. It's called the dawn phenomenon. And if you're not managing it wisely, your blood sugar may be working against you before you've even had breakfast. But there's good news. In today's video, you'll discover 7 simple, science-backed morning habits designed specifically for seniors living with type 2 diabetes. Habits that stabilize blood sugar calm, inflammation, restore energy, and help you feel like you again. And habit number 7, almost everyone overlooks it, but it's one of the fastest natural ways to lower fasting glucose. So if you're ready to stop feeling stuck, tired, or defeated, and start taking back control of your mornings and your metabolism, tap like, hit subscribe, and share this with someone you care about, because you both deserve to feel strong, balanced, and in control before the day even begins. Let's make your mornings work for you, not against you. Before we get into the habits, you need to understand why mornings are everything, especially if you're managing type 2 diabetes. Let's start with something called the dawn phenomenon. Every morning, whether you eat or not, your liver releases a surge of glucose into your bloodstream. It's your body's way of getting you ready to face the day. But if you're insulin resistant, that surge doesn't get absorbed the way it should. And instead of energy, you're hit with a blood sugar spike right out of the gate. That's why mornings are so tricky and so powerful. Because blood sugar is most volatile in the first few hours after waking. And what you do during that window sets the tone for your entire day. In fact, your morning habits directly impact insulin sensitivity, how well your body responds to sugar, cortisol levels, that's your primary stress hormone, which spikes naturally in the morning. And your hunger hormones, things like ghrelin and leptin, which influence cravings, satiety, and even binge eating later in the day. In other words, your morning isn't just about waking up, it's about setting your metabolic momentum. And that momentum can either swing you toward blood sugar balance or toward fatigue, cravings, and more medication. But here's the best part. You can change that with a few simple shifts. Let's take a look at the first morning habit that could reshape your blood sugar response before breakfast even begins. Let's start simple, but powerfully. The very first thing you should do within 10 minutes of waking is hydrate. Here's why. After a full night's sleep, your body is naturally dehydrated. And when you're dehydrated, your blood becomes more concentrated. That means your glucose levels rise, even if you haven't eaten a thing. But when you rehydrate first thing in the morning, you thin the blood, support kidney function, and help your body begin flushing out excess sugar. So what's the ideal hydration ritual? Drink 16 ounces of room temperature water, not cold, not hot, within 10 minutes of waking up. Want to supercharge it? Add a squeeze of fresh lemon juice for vitamin C and liver support. Toss in chia seeds to add fiber and slow glucose absorption, or mix in a splash of apple cider vinegar to enhance insulin response. And here's a pro tip. Add a tiny pinch of high-quality sea salt, not table salt. Why? It helps restore your electrolytes and improves cellular hydration, especially for older adults. This isn't just about water, it's about giving your body the first, gentle push toward balance and control before your first bite of food. Coming up next, the one thing you should do before checking your phone, that can immediately lower morning stress hormones and help stabilize your blood sugar for hours. Now, once you've hydrated, it's time to move, just a little, because the first 30 minutes after waking is a critical metabolic window. And here's the powerful truth. When you move your muscles, even gently, they begin to use glucose immediately, and they do it without needing insulin. That's right. No medication, no finger prick, just movement, and it gets better. Gentle movement also improves your insulin sensitivity and kickstarts your mitochondria, the energy engines inside your cells. So what kind of movement are we talking about? You don't need to break a sweat. Here are a few easy, low-impact options. Try 5 to 10 minutes of gentle chair stretches. Take a short walk down your hallway or around the block. Or try seated Tai Chi or light resistance band work. The goal isn't intensity, it's consistency. Every small movement wakes up your metabolism and helps you control blood sugar before the day even begins. Up next, a simple habit to calm stress, lower cortisol, and stop blood sugar from spiking before you've even had your morning coffee. Let me ask you something. What did you eat for breakfast this morning? Was it cereal? A slice of toast? Maybe just fruit and coffee? If so, you're not alone. But you may be unknowingly starting your day with a blood sugar disaster. Here's the truth. Your first meal of the day doesn't just feed you, it sets the metabolic tone for your entire morning. A strategic, stabilizing breakfast can mean the difference between steady energy and self-control, or a roller coaster of spikes, crashes, and cravings. So what's the secret? Protein. A solid dose of protein in the morning slows down digestion, reduces glucose spikes, and keeps your insulin response calm and balanced. Here are a few powerful, senior-friendly combos you can use starting tomorrow. 1 boiled egg with avocado on hearty seed-based toast. Greek yogurt with ground flaxseed or chia for added fiber and omega-3s. Or try savory oatmeal cooked with lentils, sunflower seeds, and a dash of cinnamon. A warm, filling breakfast that keeps your blood sugar calm and steady. Now here's the mistake millions of people make every morning without realizing it. They start with sugary cereals, plain toast, or jammed white bread, or worst of all, just fruit. And yes, fruit is healthy, but don't eat it alone. Always pair it with protein or fat. That one habit can dramatically reduce post-meal spikes. So tomorrow morning, ask yourself, is my breakfast fighting for me or against me? Because when you start your day with balanced fuel, not just calories, you unlock metabolic stability, reduce inflammation, and take a powerful step toward long-term blood sugar control. And coming up next, a morning ritual that can reset your stress hormones, lower fasting glucose in minutes, and help your entire nervous system breathe a deep sigh of relief, ready for habit number 4. Here's something that costs nothing, takes just minutes, and yet can profoundly improve your blood sugar control: morning sunlight. Yes, simply stepping outside for 10 minutes in the early morning can reset the very rhythms that guide your entire metabolism. Here's what happens. Your eyes, when exposed to natural daylight, send a signal to your brain's master clock. That clock controls your circadian rhythm, which regulates your insulin, cortisol, melatonin, and even hunger hormones. And when that rhythm is synced, you sleep better, you feel calmer, and your body becomes far more sensitive to insulin, especially in the morning. This is crucial for seniors because insulin resistance tends to be highest right when you wake up, which means that this one small habit can help your body respond better to everything else you do that day. So what's the routine? Go outside, a porch, a balcony, or even just an open window with your face to the sun, 10 full minutes. Eyes open, no sunglasses. Let the light in. Let your hormones align. Want to upgrade this moment? Combine it with 5 slow, deep breaths or a few lines in a gratitude journal. This lowers cortisol even further, your stress hormone that's often elevated in the morning and known to spike blood sugar. So instead of starting your day in a state of stress or stiffness, start it with rhythm, calm, and clarity. You don't need fancy supplements, just sunshine, stillness, and a few minutes of deliberate presence. And hey, if you're starting this habit tomorrow, tap like to show your commitment. And if you've already discovered the power of morning light for healing, leave a comment and tell us how it's helped. Coming up next, the one thing most people forget that could be secretly spiking your blood sugar before 10 a.m. Let's keep going. Here's a habit that takes less than 3 minutes, but could dramatically lower your blood sugar for the next 3 hours. Breathing. Not just automatic breathing, but intentional, slow, conscious breath work. Let's talk about why it matters so much, especially first thing in the morning. You see, when you wake up, your cortisol, your main stress hormone, is already at its highest point of the day. And while that's natural, excess cortisol drives your liver to dump even more sugar into your bloodstream. That's why so many people see high fasting glucose numbers, even when they haven't eaten. But here's the empowering part. Just 3 minutes of slow, rhythmic breathing can begin calming your entire nervous system, lowering cortisol and gently guiding your blood sugar back to balance. Here are 3 proven ways to do it. First, box breathing. Breathe in for 4 seconds, hold for 4, exhale for 4, hold for 4, repeat for 5 cycles. Second, 4-7-8 breathing. Inhale for 4, hold for 7, exhale slowly for 8. Do this 3 times. Third, turn on a guided meditation or soft instrumental music. Breathe gently and just follow the rhythm. That's it. No apps, no gym, no equipment. Just you, your breath, and your body's built-in healing response. This habit doesn't just lower stress, it resets your entire morning. You'll feel clearer, calmer, and more in control of your food choices. And if you've ever felt like your emotions or stress make your diabetes harder to manage, then this habit might be your single biggest breakthrough yet. Start tomorrow, right after your morning light or hydration ritual. And if you're planning to try it, tap like to commit. You've got this. Coming up next, the hidden danger in your morning routine that might be silently spiking your blood sugar without a single bite of food. Let's keep going. It only takes a moment, but this one habit can shift the entire direction of your day. Each morning, after you hydrate and breathe, check your fasting glucose, and then write down one powerful intention. Why? Because that small number on your meter isn't just a stat. It's your body whispering back what it felt overnight. Your sleep, your stress, your choices, your healing, all reflected in that one quiet reading. Now here's where this becomes more than just tracking. This becomes transformation. You see, most people treat their blood sugar monitor like a punishment machine. Each reading feels like a pass or fail. Guilt, shame, frustration. But what if you flipped that? What if your meter became a mirror of progress, a compass guiding you, not judging you? That's what this habit does. It turns fear-based tracking into empowered awareness, Because you're not chasing perfection, you're building connection. Now, here's the secret weapon, the intention. After you check your number, write one short promise to yourself, just one. Today, I nourish myself with calm, steady choices. I eat for healing, not habit. I care for the version of me I'm becoming. That sentence becomes your anchor, your override button when old patterns creep in. It helps rewire your mind before your meals even begin. In fact, we've heard from viewers like Anna, a 67-year-old retired teacher who said this simple practice turned her glucose meter from a source of dread into a daily dose of pride. Because it's not just what the number says, it's what you decide to do next. So tomorrow morning, check your number, pause, and make one gentle, powerful promise to your body. Then watch how your choices change. One number, one breath, one morning, at a time. Coming up next, a morning habit almost no one talks about. But it may hold the key to lowering blood sugar before breakfast even begins. Let's finish strong. Here's a habit that might feel small, but it can make a massive difference in your blood sugar, especially in the morning. It's called the protein first rule. And if you've ever eaten a banana, a piece of toast, or a bowl of cereal first thing in the morning, you need to hear this. Why? Because when you eat carbs, especially quick digesting ones, on an empty stomach, your blood sugar spikes hard. And that spike, it triggers a cascade. Your insulin surges, your energy crashes, and the cravings come roaring back. But there's a smarter way, and it starts with what you eat first. Here's the science. When you eat protein or fat first, it slows how quickly carbs are absorbed into your bloodstream. That means a gentler rise in glucose, not a roller coaster. Even a small amount, just 1 or 2 bites, can change how your body processes everything that comes after. So what does this look like in real life? Don't start your day with just toast or fruit. Instead, spread almond butter on that toast. Add a few slices of avocado first. Eat a boiled egg, then your berries. Protein first, then the carbs. That's the rule. It's simple, it's powerful, and it works fast. Over time, this one subtle shift can lower your A1C, flatten your post-meal glucose spikes, and dramatically reduce those mid-morning crashes. Because when your body isn't battling blood sugar chaos, it finally has the chance to heal. So remember, don't cut fruit, don't fear carbs, just sequence smarter. First bite equal protein or fat, then the rest. Coming up next, let's pull it all together with a simple morning strategy you can start using tomorrow to stabilize your energy, balance your glucose, and feel in control. Let's bring everything together into one simple, powerful routine you can start tomorrow morning. Because your morning, it isn't just routine, it's medicine. So here's what your new day could look like. A full blood sugar stabilizing strategy in just 20 to 30 minutes. First, before anything else, drink 16 ounces of water. Room temperature is best. Add a squeeze of lemon, maybe a pinch of sea salt. This hydrates your cells and helps flush excess sugar from the night before. Next, gentle movement. Just 5 minutes, chair stretches, a short walk, even simple resistance bands. This tells your muscles to wake up and start using glucose. Now, step outside, 10 minutes of natural sunlight. Bonus if you combine it with a breathing exercise, a moment of gratitude, or even just stillness. Then, the most delicious part, eat a protein-rich breakfast. Try Greek yogurt with flax, a boiled egg, an avocado toast, or savory oatmeal with seeds and greens. Avoid sugary cereals, fruit alone, or empty carbs. Your body needs a stable foundation, not a sugar crash. After you eat, check your fasting glucose. Write it down, and next to it, set one small, kind intention for the day. Something like, I support myself with calm, healthy choices. Or, today, I move forward, one steady step at a time. And here's a crucial final touch. Delay your sugar. If you're going to enjoy fruit or carbs, just pair them with protein or fat. Eat smart and in the right order. And lastly, no tech, no stress. Give your mind the gift of peace. At least for the first 30 minutes of your day. This routine, it doesn't require a gym. It doesn't require supplements. It just requires intention. And when you follow it, you're not just managing diabetes, you're actively creating a body that knows how to heal. Now that we've talked about what to do, let's take 1 minute to cover what not to do. Because even just 1 or 2 common mistakes in the morning can completely derail your blood sugar for the entire day. First mistake: coffee on an empty stomach. It feels harmless, but it spikes cortisol, your stress hormone, and can raise blood sugar before you even eat. Always pair coffee with food, especially fat or protein. Never drink it alone. Next, juices and smoothies with no fiber. Even if it's made with healthy fruit, if there's no fiber, protein, or fat to slow it down, it hits your bloodstream like soda. Another big one: skipping breakfast altogether. You may think you're being disciplined, but you're just making your body more insulin-resistant by lunch. And finally, checking emails, news, or social media first thing. Why? Because it spikes stress, which spikes cortisol, which makes your blood sugar much harder to control. Here's the truth: your body is most vulnerable in the first hour after waking. So what you avoid is just as important as what you do. And when you learn to protect that window, you give yourself a real chance to feel stable, calm, and in control all day long. You don't need a perfect diet, you don't need expensive supplements, and you don't need to chase more medications. What you do need is about 30 mindful minutes each morning. That's it. Just a simple, daily rhythm that helps your body stay steady, calm, and in control. Because how you start your morning sets the tone for your blood sugar, your energy, and even your cravings for the entire day. And when you begin with intention, everything else follows. Like this video if even one habit gave you hope today. Share this with someone newly diagnosed or anyone who feels stuck with meds and no real plan. And subscribe for more science-backed, natural healing strategies, crafted especially for your golden years, because you deserve real tools, you deserve clarity, and you deserve to feel better. Thus, naturally, start your morning with intention, and your day will follow. Eat smart, live strong, and we'll see you in the next video.